quick has just inspired these Samus players to play Samus, even though Dark Samus is just the slightly better version of the character. But
it's whack, isn't it? It's kind of hard to say.
yeah, it's really puzzling.
Apparently, Joycey was actually speaking to RAMBOSS earlier about why he sometimes switches between them, because we have actually seen RAMBOSS pull out the, oh no, is Rahmone dead already? That is so sad. What happened?
I cannot see a feed at the moment.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry. Here I go.
No worries.
Straight to here. Boom, boom, boom. There you are, sir. My apologies. Yeah, so Rahmone basically SD'd it like right at the beginning, so that's great.
Ah.
But
I said no. Rahmone is definitely keeping this as close as possible. Not going to take too much before he gets that next stock.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to take like a decent edge guard at this point, and Lord knows that Rahmone knows how to get them. But yeah, I was saying apparently RAMBOSS sometimes like to pull out the Dark Samus for like certain projectile-based matchups. Apparently, like when it comes to like Link and stuff like that, apparently Dark Samus's forward air doesn't explode Link's bomb, just because it's obviously like more energy-based and not specifically like a fire move.
Yeah.
So I think that he was saying about that specifically, and he said other projectile-based matchups he quite liked. But besides that, I'm not really 100% sure. We've seen, as I say, we've seen it once today, but it wasn't really a projectile matchup. It was just kind of midway through a set. So I don't know. You can't tell with these people.
They'll be doing whatever they want.
Yeah. Oh, 200% eventually RAMBOSS's first stock goes, but Rahmone is looking a little bit troubled right now. 104% on his stock.
Yeah, RAMBOSS really got a lot of mileage out of that stock. With that said, though, if he makes one small mistake in neutral, you know that Rahmone is going to blow him up for it.
Oh,
one solid opening with a down air, turnip in hand. Very, very explosive. Here we go.
Ooh, 37. But what was that? That was a weird air dodge. I don't think that was intentional at all.
Yeah, definitely not. Ooh, that shield looking dangerous. Good on Rahmone to just avoid the neutral air right there.
Yeah, just... Yeah, I was going to say, this is really nerve-wracking for Rahmone, because you know just like half a charge shot at this point is kind of going to take it away from him. But just as I say that, he gets his hands on RAMBOSS, and that's all that Daisy needs sometimes, just to get her hands on you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, RAMBOSS didn't have a jump. That was exactly the point where Rahmone needs to capitalize, just a little bit off on the mark with that edge guard.
I mean, he's made this stock look a lot better than it was a second ago, so you've got to at least respect that.
Definitely.
So, I mean, despite the exact percentages, they're both like, you know, just as I say that, he gets pivot grabbed and up thrown, but that was looking kind of even. But Rahmone only needs this one edge guard to maybe get things going on, but I like the tether from RAMBOSS and not letting himself get exposed to that. And slapping the charge shot out of the sky is Daisy. What a crazy lady.
No chill on Daisy. Caught the jump with the long-lasting hitbox of that side B, and now suddenly this is a much more even game despite that SD. I feel like even if RAMBOSS manages to take this game, that might kind of set the tone for the rest of the set if Rahmone's still able to keep this close regardless.
Yeah, I think so as well, for sure. Uh-oh, all the bombs. No, never mind. Rahmone just makes it back, but oh, I love the pressure that RAMBOSS puts on. He's so good at putting himself in just the right place where you can't do anything, but yet Samus has kind of her... She has her nair and her grab, and her charge shot as well, which is such big threats to you when you're at ledge, and you don't really have any space to contest it yourself. It kind of puts you into such a... Oh, the forward tilt. All right, then.
Wow, that was a very, very, very cleanly played stock towards the end there by... RAMBOSS, as you mentioned before, just doing such a good job, essentially suffocating Rahmone's options, not allowing him to move where he wants to move. And that's just kind of the whole Samus game plan in general. She wants to funnel you down certain areas because of the threat of charge shot, and then she just catches your jumps. She uses missiles to also catch jumps as well.
Yeah.
Just a really scary character.
Yeah, of course. And if you try and jump in, she has that up tilt and the forward air as well, which are really, really can be struggles to get around.
Just a ton of moves in there as well.
Yeah, Nair is a big one as well for sure, because she sticks her leg out proper far for that one, so it can be hard to get on there when she's doing that. The forward air is kind of the typical neutral tool when you're trying to approach her. When she's charging that charge shot, you want to jump in, obviously, and she's just shoots you out the sky.
Alright, upcoming stage.
Yeah, we're gonna see what they want in a second. My TV is about to auto power off. Hold on, there we go. Right, we're going straight.
I'm wondering if we're going to see a very No, okay, we're going to Unova. Less ground space, higher up platforms. Just a very different kind of stage. Admittedly, I haven't seen these two characters on this stage much, just because outside the UK we don't really see it much. But
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, you definitely don't see that much of Unova. A lot of people complain about the visuals on the stage. I personally think it looks cool, but you know, a lot of people don't really like the stage. It doesn't see that much tournament usage because you've kind of got PS2 and Kalos, and it's kind of weird to have the other dual plat. But you know, now we've got small battlefield, that argument may start to fizzle away a little bit.
Yeah, the other thing with this stage is that it messes up the recoveries for teleport characters. If they try to recover straight up against the wall, wow, went all the way in for that Daisy Bomber.
Ramone is crazy.
Ramone smelled blood in the water and the game had barely even begun.
Yeah, I know, trust me. I'm surprised he made it back. I thought once he side B'd, he was so far out that he just wasn't going to do it, but I like the awareness of like knowing the risk versus reward factor for that, you know, even if he didn't get the bomber, he still was able to survive, so you got to respect that.
Yeah, definitely a very, very keen understanding of his character with Ramone. He not only does he understand those sorts of scenarios very, very well. Excellent snipe with that turnip. That should be RAMBOSS' stock. Yes, it is.
That was like an Armada turnip, a Swedish sniper type deal. I love it.
Definitely. Then the other thing is just that you see a lot of these setups from Ramone that you don't see too many other Peaches attempt for, Peach and Daisy players, just because maybe they're too execution heavy or they're just not confident enough. But
oh yeah,
Ramone somehow pulls them off online.
Yeah, Ramone definitely doesn't care about the health of his hands for sure. He's definitely still young, so he's like, yeah, I'll just do these things that will destroy my hands. It doesn't matter. Ooh, oh my god, that dash attack. Sus the eye
for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I like that RAMBOSS managed to get that first stock off there, but it seems like every time I look at RAMBOSS again, he's taken another 40%.
Yeah, he's just getting smothered in a lot of these situations. I think the smaller stage size, alongside the platforms being a little bit higher up, just give Daisy the extra breathing room to pluck turnips as well. But
yeah,
RAMBOSS closing the gap very, very nicely here.
I was gonna say, yeah, that gap suddenly disappeared. Oh, I love the call out of the jump. That was so smart.
Yeah, that's not the first time we've seen that in this set so far, and probably won't be the last.
No, I have a feeling it will not be. Oh, okay. Oh dear, here it comes. 37-52 off one like little whiff from RAMBOSS. Gosh, it's so unfair. How does he do it?
And I feel like at first glance it seems like he went for a more suboptimal punish, but considering the rage, maybe he thought that his other combos with like neutral air to down tilt or whatever weren't going to work in that scenario. So
yeah,
again,
and also
understanding of his character.
It also like didn't help that he didn't have a turnip in hand either, and that's usually what the Peach and Daisies want for the most optimal punishes, is having that turnip in hand.
Yes.
But obviously he didn't at that point, so he went for probably one of the best punishes he could have gotten without the turnip. And as we saw, he got like 50% out of it. Oh my god, that nearly hit. Is that gonna? Yeah, I was gonna say forward smash. Surely that's gonna be it. Nice stuff from Ramone.
Beautiful movement around the screw attack right there. Just kind of weave around, and yeah, very kind of solid game throughout all of that for Ramone. That said though, there was a point in that game where RAMBOSS was definitely keeping it close. Once he established that distance that he needed to keep, understood how Ramone was trying to move and get in, that's where he was able to play well. But of course, Ramone adapting so well, just making use of those the float movement, coming down with the bears and all that.
Yeah, near the middle of the game, RAMBOSS was definitely keeping it looking really nice. But like it was just that third stock where Ramone pretty much just ran away with it and just didn't pretty much hold back for even a second. He didn't let RAMBOSS get his little zone up. He didn't let Samus charge anything. He was just pretty much on top of him. And whenever Samus was charging anything, it felt like Ramone just kind of knew the way around, you know? He had either the turnip in hand to kind of disrupt Samus a little bit, or he had the Reba, he just went for it too early. But yeah, it just felt like he had like something for every situation that RAMBOSS kind of started to try and put him in.
already Ramone is off to an explosive start and pressuring RAMBOSS in the corner. RAMBOSS finally finding a hit, but not able to really convert much off of it.
That is what you really want to do against Daisy, because Lord knows she does it against you. You kind of got to be able to keep pace with a character like this, or at least not let her hit you for a long stretches of time, which RAMBOSS was able to do in the last game, but by the end it was kind of, I think it might have just kind of mentally exhausted him to keep this lady out. And yeah, Rahmone took full advantage of that, and now it's looking all right. But as we see, RAMBOSS is actually evening it up a little bit, not letting. Ooh, I like that. Up air, up to. Uh-oh. Okay, Rahmone back off stage, and now RAMBOSS looking pretty favourable at the moment. Got his little ledge trap set up. I love it. We were saying this in game 1. Once RAMBOSS gets his ledge traps going on, he starts looking really, really hard to take down. Beautiful little charge shot there.
Yeah, ledge trapping with the bomb is so strong for Samus. And again, Rahmone, no hesitation to just try to chase a man off stage.
Okay, yeah, Rahmone really wants these forward airs at ledge, but RAMBOSS is somehow maneuvering around them, somehow surviving that. Samus is so heavy, throwing a Stitch face away. I feel like it would have been a bit more resourceful to keep that. Maybe he didn't react in time to what it was.
That was a very near miss though with the Stitch. Another
oh my god,
wow,
both of them! Oh my god!
Jeez!
That was so funny! That was hilarious. What? Alright, nice start. I like that edge guard from Rahmone, but he's still quite in the deficit here. And now RAMBOSS with a full charge shot. Actually Rahmone getting behind him before he can get it off, but not getting much out of it. Very uncharacteristic of Rahmone to not get like at least 50% out of a punish.
Yeah, Rahmone was definitely spent a lot of that just looking for an opportunity to get a turnip. That's when he can really get that's when he can really get stuff going. Once he has the turnip, he can properly challenge Samus a lot more effectively in neutral and just augment that punish game even further.
Thanks for the follow, Mystica. It's good to see you here today. Love you. Alright, yeah, I was going to say Rahmone needs to kind of figure out how he's going to get back on stage. RAMBOSS, I think, reading the jump there, so Rahmone actually running underneath the charge shot, but it doesn't mean a whole lot because Daisy on the ground is not exactly particularly fast, so even though she gets onto the charge shot, RAMBOSS is able to push him back off stage. And now we're kind of back to this. Ooh, spike. Wow. Yeah, spiking her into the ground. Good lord.
Even after that roll through where it looked like Rahmone had managed to get behind RAMBOSS.
Yeah,
wasn't able to actually get behind and up to was still able to connect anyway.
Yeah, just getting scooped. And Rahmone needs to kind of get something started now. You don't want Samus to get too much of a lead on you, because that's when she kind of starts getting frustrating and your mentality kind of takes a hit. Well, like that, the Peach Bomber catching another jump. RAMBOSS not quite getting sniped this time, but the down air.
Ooh, another Stitch. It's the second one. That's the thing with Rahmone. Outside of his incredible ability for the game and just his very technical gameplay, he has cracked RNG.
his RNG is definitely unfair. I'd like to see this kid play Pokemon. I'd like to see this kid play Pokemon Showdown for a couple of hours, see how many crits he gets in a row.
I'd like him to write out my lottery ticket for me personally.
Yeah, trust me. Ooh, okay. Rahmone's got a bit of a mountain to climb here, but you know, 88% for Daisy isn't necessarily a mountain. More of it is just a little molehill. So we'll see how this kind of goes. But oh my god, I was about to say RAMBOSS being really good at evading just every attempt that Rahmone makes at any sort of approach, but just because he has to be, because we see just the one opening that Rahmone gets, 74% on the board. Oh my goodness. This is where the neutral kind of gets tough, is that charge shot though. Charge shot in front of Daisy's face is kind of hard for her to deal with. Rahmone making it not look like a very big factor at all.
Yeah, another thing that kind of helps out against charge shot is depending on what kind of turnip Peach and Daisy have. The Stitch face will go through all the levels of charge shot because it's just that strong, for instance. Eyes is also another really good option. That was the third Stitch of this set so far?
Yep, yeah, I believe so. In this game, I think maybe. Oh no, I think it's just this set. I can't even remember. He's just crazy. That was another dot eyes. Oh my god. I think up throw is going to do it though. Yeah, that's definitely going to be enough. Alright, so Ramboss 2-1 at the moment over Rahmone. Obviously, this is a best of 5, just as it has been all day. Let's see where they want to go next. Ramboss definitely looking at that prize money and is hungry for it.
Understandably so.
Oh yeah,
especially after, you know, after a long evening of intense gameplay.
Yeah,
when you're this close, you definitely want to try to make your way to the very top.
Yeah, you definitely want to be rewarded in some way. Let's see where we're going. I reckon. We're going to FD. Only the second time we've seen FD today. No, not yet. Not yet. No, not yet. Oh, thank God. I was going to say we had that a couple of times earlier, and it was very stressful. But we're good. They were good. Yeah, so we're going to FD. Interesting to see. I feel like this will probably benefit Ramboss a little bit more, but I'm not entirely familiar with the Daisy meta, if I'm honest with you. Especially seeing as Samsora just doesn't enter anything online at the moment. But it does give Samus kind of less space to hide. Doesn't give her any platforms to hide under with charge shot.
On the other hand, that does, you could argue that it makes it more difficult for Daisy to get in, if just because there's no way, there's no platforms for her to move around herself.
Yeah, definitely, and to wait on top of and try and mix up her approach, but she kind of has to just go in a straight line or maybe a slightly curved line if she's jumping in. Oh, I like that though. Okay, going deep, but I like the double jump from Ramboss going really, really high, stopping Rahmone from getting any potential forward air edge guards. Uh-oh. And this is what we've seen before. But Rahmone actually managing to navigate around this little minefield, but never mind. I'm pretty sure that was a bit sus DI on that nair, but that is just a strong move, so it might have just been the fact that it's a strong move.
Might have just caught Rahmone trying to retreat, and now Ramboss just all this momentum in his hands, just very, very clean lead, not allowing Rahmone to get off of these big punishes and just catching his landings and jumps superbly with these fairs, dash attacks, all sorts.
Here we go. Ugh. Yeah, like Ramboss with a massive lead at the moment. Rahmone needs to try and get something going on. But he's kind of struggling to just hit Ramboss at all. It feels like every time Rahmone kind of gets like a single hit, Ramboss kind of somehow manages to like just slither his way out of it somehow.
Yeah, neither player at the moment is finding their major big hits.
Ooh, okay.
Say until that fair comes down.
Really wants to get the stock now. Okay, the down smash, that is gonna do it.
Yeah, anticipated Ramboss was gonna try something off the ledge, maybe a jump or a button, and the down smash enough to catch it.
But now, yeah, Ramboss in this ledge trap situation, looking really, really nice. Oh, I like the little B reverse, like to mix up the shield a little bit. I love it. Okay. Playing it slow. I mean, there's no reason for Ramboss to play it too excited because he doesn't need to be the one going in at the moment. Oh yeah, Rahmone going too low there. Oh,
yeah,
dear.
I feel like that bomb may have clipped him and caused him to buffer that side B when he wanted an up B.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Only one more stock for Ramboss to make it into winner's side grand finals now as well. Now the games that Rahmone has lost against Ramboss have they been the only games he's won of this tournament he's lost this tournament so far. He lost no games his whole run here, so he 3-0 Giggles and he 3-0'd Savvy. So he got the Falcon into Falcon.
Wow.
Yeah, and so did Reese actually. Reese got Falcon winners and Falcon losers. I think Rahmone just gives up there. Dang, unfortunate. Fair enough, I mean...
probably just wants to